Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
I want to give a special shout out and thank you to the sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Independent Merchant Brokers, and Financial Freedom Wealth Management Group. For more information on Independent Merchant Brokers and their credit card, debit card processing, and point-of-sale systems, go to independentmerchantbrokers.com. And for more information on Financial Freedom Wealth Management Group and their wealth management services, go to financialfreedomwmg.com. Ta-da! Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. You know, I'm so excited because Mondays are my favorite day because it's the beginning of a new opportunity, new possibilities. And you know what? Life is good. And right now, many of you may wonder because I have just gone through surgery and how I could have so much energy just a couple days after that. Well, I'll be honest with you. Technology is a wonderful thing and planned ahead a little bit. So I've been able to schedule with my favorite little sis, Nupi, who is, yes, okay, it's true. She's not really my little sis, but she is in a friendship way, and she's an amazing person. And so she has become a lot like a family member and a sister over the time that I have known her. And she has so much wisdom to share with you today. You do not want to miss it. And so I want to tell you right now is a time to prepare. You have some homework for this show. Are you ready? Okay. First of all, you need to get out there because she is one of the amazing people that we have on this show. It's all about how amazing people connect. And she is going to want people to know some amazing things she has to share today. So please share this out and tag your friends right now. That is your assignment for the day. On top of that, while you're at it, go to YouTube. You didn't know there were so many parts to this homework, did you? And then please just type in marketingwithruss.live. It'll take you straight to my YouTube. Subscribe today because then you'll have access to the past episodes where Nupi was on. But this is the beginning of a new series with Nupi, and she'll be on here in another couple of weeks. And so super excited about that. But, you know, we are going to share some important things that you need to know. And, you know, I've written about this over time, but where do you go when life happens? And that is the subject theme of our little series here with Nupi and I. She is the doctor. She's the one that knows everything. And I'm just going to sit back and listen to her. But where do you go when life happens? You know, I always tell people life happens and then you choose, right? It's true because life is going to happen to you no matter what. You do not get to choose what happens to you, but you get to choose what you do with it and where you go from there. And we're going to get Nupi's perspective on that. This is part 1 of the series. And so remember, if you haven't already, share this out there. Let people know. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. And if you have not connected with me, please go to russhedge.com because I am all about connection and community building. My job here is to inspire and encourage you to live a purpose-driven life of significance. I want you to be a world changer. I want you to be a difference maker. God has given you unique talents that you need to share with the world. And I want you to get out there and do it. So that's what I'm all about. You go to russhedge.com and get more information on me and just connect. If we have not connected on Zoom, I'd love to connect with you. And it would be so amazing for you to do that. So last but not least, if you have not got your copy of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, and we'll let Nupi say that when she gets on. She loves saying the title of my book. Befuddled, you got to do the hand motions. Live the Life You Choose. Please pick up your copy on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any online bookseller, or even easier, go to russhedge.com. That's all you got to do, russhedge.com. And I appreciate that so much. Okay, we're going to get the ball rolling here and super excited to get things started. Here she comes, the one, the only, Dr. Nupi Arora. Woo!
I'm going to announce my own appearance.
There you go.
Hi.
There you are. The glitter has now fallen upon her.
It has actually. I spilled a shed load of glitter earlier. I really did. I've got glitter pox.
There you go.
I'm so sorry. I have got glitter pox. It is a condition.
Oh,
Hi, Russ.
Hi, Nupi.
Hi. Thank you so
How's my
much.
little sis?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Good.
Thank you for all those lovely things you were saying about me in the green room. I was like, thank you. Why, thank you. And I was like, no.
I tried.
You are
They're
my
all
brother.
true.
You're
Yes.
my big brother. It's not more than friendship. What the hell,
There you
man?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me do
Go
my
ahead.
thing. 1 second. Befuddled. Live the life you choose.
There you go.
That's such a dick.
You do that so well.
Oh,
Yes, and
dear.
you do not
Anyway.
want to live. You do not want to live befuddled. You definitely want to choose your life, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, give everybody a snapshot for those that don't know. Who is Nupi? Who is the Glitter Practitioner? What are you all about?
Okay, so thank you. I am Dr. Nupi, aka the Glitter Practitioner, and I'm a GP, a family physician in the UK. I'm also a spiritual and transformation life coach, as well as my mind's gone blank. There are other things I do. Oh my God.
What else are you?
Speaker. I love speaking, and I have speaking events and writing. And giggling. Absolutely. Do you know what? Laughter is so good for the soul. Seriously. That's why I love our chit chats and our connection. And excuse me, when we are on each other's shows, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Anyway, and I write. I have a book coming out later this year. And my passion is showing other people, really sharing and empowering others to truly realign their whole self-health needs so that they are back in balance. It's mind, body, soul, physical health, emotional, psychological, and spiritual. And I'm so passionate about this because once you're in alignment, you really are in a position to basically live the life you choose, which is what you say. And this is so similar to what is it's following your heart, following your passions. But to do that, you need to know thyself and recognize when these needs are maybe off balance, off kilter, and how to bring it back again. And that's what I've been sharing with my patients, with clients for, my whole career as a doctor, which came from a very horrible, painful time of burnout for myself. So everything I share is what I live and breathe, essentially. And I love it. I love doing what I do. I really do.
Well, that's why people love you and why they connect so well with you, because it's you. Yes. And, authenticity, I think it's great because, if you're really authentically you don't have to remember who you're supposed to be.
Exactly. You'd be like, wait a second. Oh, hold on. What do I say on this bit? Why do I like this? It's coming from here. So yeah. I can talk about what I do and how and all of those juicy glitter nuggets till look, I start getting really
glitter
excited
nuggets.
and start bouncing on the seat. Yeah,
that's a new thing. Glitter nuggets. I like that.
Glitter nuggets has been there since the beginning.
No, but if you instead of sharing gold nuggets with people, they're going to now be glitter nuggets. So I have not utilized that. So I'm slow coming to the party.
Okay,
so
I have been using that term for a long time. Just saying.
There you go. Thanks, so I'm late. I'm late to the party. Sorry.
There you are. God, come on.
Come on, get with it.
I'll forgive you. You have had a few health issues in the meantime. So you know what? I'll forgive you.
Keeping my brain straight. You know, it's interesting because this whole idea of choosing and, you know, your F list and all the things that you've got going. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get the discussion started about when life happens, where do you go from there? What do you choose? What is your direction? Because let's say that you get cancer, and on top of that, you get diabetes, and on top of that, you've got them cutting your body apart, and you're not happy about all that stuff, right? So just an idea. I don't know who that would be, but where do you go from there? Whatever the issue is, I'm just using things that you're not excited about. Where do you go from there?
Yes, and this is such a good question because this is how I put this together in clinical medicine, in clinical practice. That's exactly it. So the first thing I would say is acknowledge what you're feeling. You're probably feeling pissed off. Why me? Oh my God, I don't deserve this. All those emotions that come up, acknowledge them. And the main thing I would say is, irrespective, when you have physical health problems, these conditions, these illnesses, this circumstance, none of it defines you. None of it. And it's when people get attached to the label of, I have the big C word. And don't get me wrong, it's fearful. It's shit. You don't want to hear those words. But operating from a space of that fear, which to a degree, obviously, you're going to feel panicky and oh my gosh. But allowing yourself to process that and come through and recognize, okay, this is the situation. This is where we are here and now. What else can I do? What is my specialist saying? What can I do to keep myself in balance?
So let me pause you right there. Let me pause you because I want to get this in because you'll have so many gold glitter nuggets. I will miss it. The thing that people need to realize. So we talked about authenticity, right? For people like me, it's difficult. And the reason is because I am always supposed to be happy and upbeat and not have issues. And you know this too. And so what happens is you start feeling pressure not to acknowledge, pressure not to go through those things. And I'm not saying get out there and be negative. I'm not saying that at all. But you've got to realize that you're human, right? No matter what you're going through, right? If you want to be authentically human, you got to realize you're human, and then you need to acknowledge those. And we all have. I don't know that I was ticked off. I get frustrated, but I am mostly. It's just wrapping your brain around what's happening to you.
Yes.
It can be overwhelming, and then you need to go through that process. But you got to let yourself process through it. And some people, I happen to be pretty fast through the process. I can acknowledge it, go through a short time of feeling a little down, and then I can bring myself out of it. But it's the forward motion out of that, the upward motion out of that that's so important.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you said that because you know what? All these things, it is about being human, and the shoulds, everybody knows me as a positive person, this, that, the other. Fuck that. You are allowed to feel, and it's giving yourself.
This is PG rated show, by the way.
Since when have I ever listened? Since when have I ever conformed?
I'm going to give up with you. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well. But one day, maybe. But it's about giving yourself that grace and allowing yourself that compassion, that self-love, that self-care, to acknowledge what the hell's going on right now. And it's truly being authentic means that you're not putting a mask on, and you're allowing people in, and it's allowing your own trust. It's going back into your heart space. And I think that is the key here, because things like this all can happen, and you can, it's horrific, it's horrible, but it's how we respond to what is happening around us. That's how we govern what happens next. It's how we take it, and it's how we, what's my response going to be here? And everybody, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's got their stuff that's going on in their lives. It's how you move through it, because these things are the things that are there for you to go, shit, man, that was a really big wave, but okay, it's how I ride it. And you might, what's the wording? What's that terminology? I just got an image of surfing. Wipe out.
There you go.
Yes, it's wipe out time.
What you're saying too is, I love that. Go through it, because I really feel, so you know me, I'm a strong believer that, you know what, that sometimes God just lets you go through things to make yourself better, to be a positive influence on other people, whatever the reason is. I don't know all the reasons, but we do have to go through struggles, because we are human, and we will encounter these kind of things.
Absolutely.
So this is where I think it's important, because I am this way. I'm thinking I've got to be positive for everybody. And I do still want to be positive, but I can't do all those things in spite of my own feelings of myself. So I've got to allow myself to swing through, go through what's going on, and then I can be a positive influence and say, I can go through this because, you know, I have a great support of family, friends, that a God that loves me. I mean, I've got to go through all that after, but you've got to go through that process.
Yes. And it's sitting with the hard feels. It's going through the crap. It's going through those tough times that ultimately, I don't mean to sound, you know, like all pious and Mother Teresa and all of that, but it truly is what strengthens you. And the only obstacle that comes in the way is our own mindset. It's our fear-based, which then takes over. And that is where the F off, focus, breathe, taking that time to self and going, okay, I've got the best doctor going. I've got all this support from my family and friends. Okay, this is not the best diagnosis or whatever. Okay, what can I do to help myself? And it's okay to feel all these things. You can't predict what's going to happen. You can't change what's already happened. It's here and now, and it's accepting, and it is also surrender, which is not the most easiest thing to do at all. You have to go through quite a lot of tough times, pain, all of that. But when you come through that and truly can surrender, that is when you start reaping the benefits for self. And then, then you can fill your cup and be that person for somebody else, but not until you've really put your needs first.
Right.
Big time. And I keep saying that to you as well. And you have been. That's the whole point. And this is what helps your healing journey.
Yeah.
Big time.
And let's face it too. I mean, it is that going through and learning process and processing in life that really makes us better in the long run. And the thing that you need to realize, everybody that is watching right now, that you can do it even when you feel like you can't. Even when the pain seems too much, even when the challenges seem overwhelming, you can get through it. And this is where this show theme comes back into light. And that is having a community around you, connecting to people and having them there. I can tell you from firsthand knowledge, it is an amazing thing to have the support of your community.
Yes.
And I want all you to know how much I appreciate all your support through this, because that's what helps us get through this process. So, Nupi, hang tight here for just 1 second, because I'm going to tell everybody this show is a real, what I would call a teaser, because we're down to the last few minutes of this show already. And we're going to, this is going to be a few minutes shorter than the normal show, but because we're setting up show number 2 coming up on the 20th. So don't miss out. But Nupi, give it us, from what we talked about today, give us your gold nugget or your glitter nugget of what we have discussed today, and then remind everybody how to get in touch with you.
Okay. So my glitter nugget today, based on this conversation. Oh, there's so many. Okay. Be brave is what I would say. Be brave and turn inwards with the same care, compassion, courage towards self. Fuck off the critical chatter. Get rid of the judgments and allow yourself that pause time to just breathe and be.
Awesome.
It's magical.
It is magical.
It is magical.
Speaking of magical, how do people magically get in touch with you?
So mainly on LinkedIn. You can get hold of me on my, you can book an appointment with me on my Calendly link. You can get hold of me, direct message me on LinkedIn. You can also find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, all under Glitter Practitioner. And if you can't get hold of me, just get hold of Russ, because he will get hold of me.
There you go.
And you can join in with live with the Glitter Practitioner, which is every Monday.
There you go. Every Monday at 12 noon.
No, it's my, no, stop it. It's my, I love this bit. Okay. Every Monday at 12 noon. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Wait. Okay. 12 noon at 8 p.m. GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time.
Very good. Very nice. And don't go to Pacific Standard Time. We're actually on Pacific Daylight Time.
Oh,
you'll be an hour off. Yeah,
you'll be an hour off. Sorry.
It's all good.
I keep saying that.
No, it's all good.
Oh my God.
Nupi, all right, we're gonna give you a chance to take a deep breath, and I'm gonna tell you how it is awesome it is to have you here. This is wrapping up part 1, but look forward to part 2 coming up on the 20th of July. Before you know it, it'll be another Monday. And listen, thanks everybody for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and send you out, Nupi, and hang tight in the green room, because I'll join you in a few moments.
I will not go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you so much for this part 1 of our series with Dr. Nupi Arora, the Glitter Practitioner, and really talking about when life happens, where do you go? What do you choose? And that's what we're talking about today. So we're going to pick up part 2 here coming up soon. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Appreciate you. And don't forget, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ, a.k.a. #RussSelfie. Looking forward to seeing you Thursday. We'll have another amazing guest. Until then, have a great day and a great life. See you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, a.k.a. #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.